open up Lightroom in your computer, and then click on Print Module. So you have your library. What is the thing? Develop, map, book, slideshow, print. So click on Print.
Yeah, clicked on print.
Okay, so now once you come to there, then you on the left hand side is the template browser and collections, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so open up or make sure the template browser is maximized, so you can see that, and there's a minus and plus sign.
Sorry, what?
There is a minus and plus sign. 1 second. I just want to see.
There's a plus sign. There's no minus sign.
Okay, okay. So maybe. Okay. So then you see a plus sign. Okay, fine. So you have Lightroom templates and then user templates, right?
Yes.
Okay. So on the user templates, mouse over that, put your mouse
Yeah.
over that,
Yeah.
and then right click.
Okay.
You will have new folder and import.
Yeah.
So click on import.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then it'll ask you for the, that file, basically the template which I sent you.
Okay.
Okay, so just import that.
Oh yeah, it's done already. It's there under user template as
Okay.
Charles Verghese event photography 055.
Okay. So first thing I would do is to right click on that template.
Right click on the template.
Yeah, and then click on rename.
And rename.
Okay, so then you change it to whatever you want. Like what I'm doing is my name, what type of photography, and then my mobile number. Okay, so you can change it to Varun Kashyap and let's say portraits or family photography or whatever, and then put in your mobile number on that.
So this will become a sort of file name, or will it be displayed anywhere?
It may eventually put it as a file name, which is why I think I named it, but I don't remember now exactly what it is. Okay, so but you can okay, leave it as it is if you want for now, but ideally you want to change it.
So I'm putting it as Varun Kashyap and say portraits. Portrait. And yeah, maybe not use the number as of now.
Okay, that's up to you. That's up to you.
Okay. Yeah, I've renamed it.
Okay, so now do you see the template kind of like mine, like blank and just some squares in there?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's on there. So now what I have done is I've created, so if you look below the 6 images or 6 screens that are empty, below that there is a arrow to the showing a stop button, and then left and right arrow buttons. So if you click on the right arrow button, it will show you 2 more pages.
Yeah. As
Okay.
of now, it is showing me just one more page because it says one. Totally, it has pages 8.
8. Okay.
6 are being displayed in the this first set, and
Yeah.
the second page is displaying 2. So total
Yeah.
8. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So you can delete that first image if you want to. Just leave it there for now, and I'll explain why I put that on there. Okay. So now there is nothing showing on there, and you won't see anything. Now you go back to your library. Okay.
Going back to library.
Okay, and select a set of images. For right now, you can use as a dummy set. Okay, so
Okay.
if you look at my screen, I'm selected events.
Okay.
Okay, so now I've selected events, and I am also selecting one more thing called a logo. Okay,
Okay.
so you will have to import your logo and your pictures that you want to display on this template into the library. Okay,
Yeah.
so once that is there, so you'll see over here, it's got some pictures and then it's got my logo over here as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then if I scroll and I can do different images are there. Okay, so now with all this in the film strip down at the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you see down at the bottom is all, it's got all the photos that I want to showcase possibly. Okay,
Okay.
then I go into the print module again, and you see again in the film strip the same thing is being displayed. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now the first thing that I do is I will go and click on my logo, all right, and
Uh-huh.
drag it into the top portion. You see what I'm doing?
Yes.
Okay, so I clicked and put it over there.
Mm-hmm.
Then I clicked and put it over here. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to populate that into the thing, and I'll go on to the next page also and do the same thing. Okay.
Okay.
So now if you see, mine has got all these logos and no images on there. All right.
Yeah.
So now I have, this is just something randomly I've created. Okay. And I'm putting images into it. So it's as simple as whatever is on your film strip, that is what you can click and drag. So now I'll click and drag and I'll put it into this image, the boat one, and I'll put it over here, and then it fills it up.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll put another landscape style photo over here.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll go and let's say I'll put one little bit of a somewhere else. Okay, let me put this one over here. You see how that is going?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can start filling it up. Okay, and then
Okay.
obviously
Okay.
some things will be landscape, some things will be portrait. So like this one, I will put it on uh, let's see if I've got a landscape. Okay, I don't have one here. Ta, 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 ta. Okay, so I don't have
There
a
was
prop.
just one portrait in the next page on the first
This
page.
one, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we can use that for example. So let's see if I can get that portrait image and put it over here. Okay, so you can do that. So that is the first set of things. So once you've got this in film strip, you can fill it however you want. If you want to change the template around, you can do that also, and it's not difficult to do this. So now for example, I don't like these 1, 2, and 3. Okay,
Okay.
can you see what I'm doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will hold down the command and then select, or no, I don't think I can do that. So I select one, click delete, select one, click delete, select one, click delete. Okay,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and let's say, okay, I want to delete this one also. I delete this. Then I select the one that I want to, and
Mm-hmm.
then I click and drag this over here.
Okay.
Okay. So the main thing that I look for is the balance in the lines, like, and the spaces in between. It should be somewhat even. It shouldn't look uneven. That is the main thing when I'm changing. All right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then now I will take, let me see if I've got another landscape shot. Okay. And then I'll put that over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now it is still not fitting. Okay, so you can resize it, or if you hold down the command key, you see when I hold down the command key, it changes to a hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I do that and then I move it, I can move it up a little bit or down a little bit, how I want to reframe the picture.
Okay.
Okay, so and then when I release, then you see the picture how it will look without the frame points,
Yeah.
without the frame showing. So then you choose another one, and let's say, okay, I put that over there and I put another one over here. Okay, so now you see it is more or less, it's not exactly in line, but it's more or less in line and it looks even.
Mm-hmm.
So now you've got a page with the logo and a different set of formats, and these are all different formats, and this is just something that I came up with randomly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you decide what you want to put on there and showcase your different things. um, let's say, yes, Marina Circuit. This one I'll put here, this one I'll put there, something like this. And then see, like now this one, the old man's head is being cut off. So if I hold command and then I pull it down,
Okay.
it sort of fits into the thing. I mean, a
Mm-hmm.
little bit better, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if you want, you can adjust the frames thing. So first thing to do is to try and use this format if you can,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe you won't find a correct number of landscape versus portraits. So if you want, like for example, this one, I will delete this top one and then select this and then drag this up to the top to make it landscape. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's more or less the same. And then let me see if I've got one more. Let me just put this image. See this image now. Let's see what happens. It's a landscape picture, but I'm putting it into this. You see what happens? It's put it sideways.
Yeah.
Okay, so it will not work. But if you so I'm going to Command Z, which is undo. So it is not put that one, and let's put this one and see. Okay, so this is sort of fitting, and you can again hold on the Command key, and then you can drag it left, right, or top and bottom, whatever you want to. Yeah. So
Okay.
then that is put on there. Let me put one or two more images. So there's one page that is sort of complete. And let's put this one here. Okay, so now I've got 1, 2, 3 pages.
Mm-hmm.
So once you've set this up and you filled it up, whether you want 1 page, 2 page, 3 pages, 8 pages, it's all up to you. Okay, so you
Okay.
just decide what you want. Then after that, you need to go down to the the right hand side column, which is the menu on there, and then click on print job.
On print job.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1 second, let me just get rid of this. Yeah, print job.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have a print job? Do you see is the
Yeah, yeah.
menu
I
open?
can see the print
Okay,
job.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now under print 2, there is, if you select this thing, yours may show printer, right?
Mine shows printer and a JPEG file.
Okay. So if you select printer, there are two ways to do this. When I filled it up, I can click on printer and keep it selected, and then I click on print.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And oh yeah, for me it'll give an error because I don't have a printer attached. But if I click on the printer, so there's print and printer where you're going to put the settings of the printer. If you click on printer,
Mm-hmm.
okay, mine is giving an error. I don't know if yours will or not, but just ignore that part of it, and then click on OK, and then you see.
1 second, Charles. Uh, the thing is, I'm not able to get the option under print job. Do we need to select all before printing or something like that?
Mm,
Select all templates. Uh, That's what I meant.
no, you don't need to select because this is the.
Maybe I haven't put any photos in it. That's
Ah,
why
yeah,
it's
yeah,
showing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just put randomly, put something. Put 1 or 2 pictures or 3 pictures.
1 second.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the reason.
Okay, fine. Take it. So now when you click on and you selected printer, I mean
Mm.
print, yeah, printer on the print 2, and then at the bottom select printer.
Yeah.
Okay, do you get this dialog box showing your printer settings and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay, so now normally this would go to a printer and it'll print to the printer, right? So,
Yeah.
but we don't want to do that. We want to make it a digital. So if you look on the left hand side of the bottom, there is a PDF.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you do a drop down,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it says save as PDF.
Yes.
Okay, click on save as PDF.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then it will ask you where do you want to save it and what is the name.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you save onto your desktop or whatever, and just you carry on and do that. Just do a print and see if you get a PDF on the file location in the folder.
Okay. Mm.
While you're doing that, I'll just try to get something else up and running. Did it happen or still not?
Still sort of filling up so is there a proportion that we can sort out, like, uh, you know, in which the portrait is good? Like instead of just manually, you know, getting the boxes
Hmm.
to a size wherein portrait fits in,
Hmm.
can we standardize the boxes into a portrait?
Look, this is totally up to you. This is something that I have designed, right? So I have created this. You
Yeah,
can decide on what you want. So let me see if I can come up with another page. Duplicate. See, it will, you can do it as match photo aspect ratio also, I think. So let me see if I select this image and say match photo aspect ratio. No, it doesn't do anything on that.
yeah, because I mean, this is good. This
Huh.
is really good.
Mm.
But I don't know how to, like if we can get an idea as to
Ideas to what?
see, like what I want to do is get the proper, the landscape size and the
Mm.
portrait size of an image.
Mm.
So if we can put that in each page, then I can then it's easier for me to pick and choose the images that go in portrait and that go in landscape, because then
Yeah.
it would be filling it properly.
Okay.
Because
Look.
right now,
Hmm.
uh, say if I'm putting and I'm resizing the box to a landscape or a portrait,
Mm.
so I after some time it is like it doesn't look like a landscape. It looks like a square format.
Uh, okay. I'm not sure which one you're exactly talking about, or
No, any box for that matter.
uh,
If you sort
so
of
if I select this one, for example, are you looking at my screen?
yeah,
Okay. So if I
say
select
if you
this,
select that and you want to resize it, okay, now
yeah,
it's in a landscape sort of format.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, is it like 4 by 6? Is it 8 by 8? 8 by 10? Or
No, I haven't put it in any format. I've gone more aesthetically, like to show that it's not this is called a masonry grid. Okay, this is not a typical grid where all images are landscape or all images are
no,
portraits.
no, no. I
This-
understand. I understand. See the first one. See
mm,
the first page
which
that
one?
you have done.
Sorry.
This one, yeah, that
Okay.
one
Hmm,
is the masonry grid and everything.
hmm,
But on the first two images on the left hand side top
hmm,
are basically, they're very small.
hmm, hmm.
So I would like to take both of those out and put a portrait over there.
Yeah, so you can do that.
Yeah. So what is the size like? Okay, you just delete one below and
Yeah.
then just drag the upper one.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I'm going to click this and I'm going to hit, I've selected that cell and I've deleted it, and this one I'm going to now click and drag. Okay, but keep in mind that when I drag it, a portrait, and now this has become a portrait mode, right?
One
So
second, one second. Yeah, sure.
okay, so sorry, let me just do. Okay, so
Yeah,
this is,
that I understand that a
yeah,
portrait can only go in a portrait and a landscape can
yeah.
go in a
So
landscape.
let me just try doing one thing. Okay, so it's a sort of aligned. Okay, let me see. Rotate cell. So you can rotate it like this, but I don't want to do that. So now this has become a portrait option, and I will
Mhm.
put in a portrait in there.
Yeah. Now, my concern was
Mm,
that, see, actually speaking, the two images on the top,
mm,
there's a portrait and then there is a landscape. So
Hmm.
that is actually not a landscape format. It's more of a squarish.
Which one? This one.
That one, yeah, that one. Is it
Okay.
is it a landscape format?
Look,
Um,
because my images, some of them are super long panoramic landscape. Some of them are square-ish. Some of them, like it just depends. So I don't stick with the traditional formats. If you stick with the traditional formats, then what you need to do is to let me see if I can go to the next page.
okay, why
Uh,
is
hmm,
okay? Why is not all the things shown here?
are you looking at your screen now?
Yeah, I'm looking at my screen.
Hmm.
Okay, so this one we go with the portrait. Okay, I'm getting it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just want to show you how to add pages. So let's say, for example, now
Mhm.
I've look at my screen now. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
if you okay.
yeah.
So first six are, so let's say it's done. This one I'm working on, but I want to create a totally different format. I want to put one image on one page, for example. All right.
Mhm.
So now what I do is I go to this end and then I click on cells.
Mhm.
Okay, and then I click on new page.
Mhm.
All right. And now the new page has come up. Okay, let me add another new page. So two new
Mhm.
pages. So now they have standard formats
Mhm.
which you have here,
Mhm.
um, 5 by 7, okay, and 8 by 10, blah blah blah, and then some more different types of formats. So let's say we want to put one
Mhm.
5 by 7. Then you put another, click on another one.
Mhm.
That's how you're adding the cells.
Mhm.
Okay, and let's say you want to change the aspect ratio. I don't know if they have a 7 by 5. I mean, you can click on edit and do a 7 by 5, or
Mhm.
you can rotate the cell.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know how I didn't show that it rotate, and you can clear the, oh shucks. Okay, so anyway, so you clear layout means it removes everything. Yeah? So just be careful of that thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. So you selected this image, and now I can increase this here and go to 7 by 5.
Mm.
Okay, so now it is a different format.
Okay.
And now you can click and drag. Oh yeah, so if you click and drag like this, it changes the aspect ratio again. Uh, um,
Okay, so that's where you sort of set the aspect ratio.
yeah. So you can set it over here, so that way you're not. I mean, you've come up with. Let me just type in 5. Okay. I don't know. Let me see if I hold on the shift key and if I can. Yeah, see, if I hold on the shift key, it is scaling it proportionally.
Mhm.
Okay, so I can go to an 8 by 10, I suppose, on there or whatever. So it's not letting me drag outside the border of the print.
Which one?
Like, no, I want to drag it
Ah, okay.
outside. It's
Yeah,
not.
of
It's not.
course. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not
So
on
it's
my
it's
game.
going to do that. Now I can do it like this as well, or let's hold down the shift key and push it into this size, for example. Oh no, it's not proportionate. Okay, like this, and then I click and drag and I'll fit it in over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I can shift and let me see about dragging. Yeah, okay, so this is one portrait, and I can move. Uh, yeah, so but you see, it's this 5 by 7 or whatever, or 3 by 5 now it has become, because I've reduced the size, but it kept in proportion, doesn't fit this height. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now the thing is that the photos will be uneven. So that's why I kept a space on there. So now I'm going to reduce the size, hold down the shift key, and reduce the size. So there is a little bit of a space in between each one of these things.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So
Uh-huh.
this is totally up to you on terms in terms of aesthetics, how you want to do that. Okay. But I've shown you how to create a new page as well as add fixed aspect ratio images on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you can do that.
Okay.
And then after that, it's just a question of dragging and dropping images on what you want to showcase.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can I don't know if it says locked to photo aspect ratio. You see when I click on that, you saw
Mm.
what it did. So first
No.
it was sort
Which
of
one?
squarish.
Huh?
Now I when with this image selected,
Huh?
I said lock to photo aspect ratio.
Okay.
Now when I click on this, see what happens to the image. Okay, so now it has made it the size of my image.
Image. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so then you can click and drag it whichever way you want
Mm-hmm.
to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and let's say, okay, I want to put it here, for example. I just
Mm.
want to make sure that the white space to the left and to the bottom are roughly the same.
Okay.
Now I deselect so I can see the physical white area, white space. Then
Okay.
I click again and then I click.
Can we zoom into one of the templates?
No, man, that is one something I haven't figured out how to do it because it looks very small on the screen. Wait, let me see if I can. Okay, so can you see this a little bit better? Hello.
Yeah.
So I've removed the left and right bar. I can put drop down this bar also. So I mean,
Wait a second. I think I know how to do it. I have sort of did it. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. So what we need to do is
mm,
in Lightroom,
mm.
on the left hand side, go up, go above.
On the
Where is
left
your
hand
arrow?
side.
Yeah.
Uh,
Go on the top. There is preview on the
yeah,
left, and
yeah.
the right there is zoom page.
Okay, okay, fine. Okay, perfect. Oh, great. Thank you. I learned something now.
Yeah.
Okay, good. One more thing that I just sort of stumbled on that remember how when we were putting in an image and it put in a landscape
Mhm.
in this. Oh, sorry. Oh, 1 second. This might not be a good thing.
What?
Wait, wait. So I'm going to remove this and now. Okay. All right. So I had, remember I put this image and I clicked on lock to photo aspect ratio,
Hmm.
right? And it stretched it out. So now what happens is if I put another image like a landscape in a portrait mode,
Hmm.
okay,
Hmm.
what happens is it stretched it out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
which is what we wanted to do at that time. But now I
Yeah.
don't want to do that.
Hmm.
Now I want to, so I will unselect this and
Hmm.
then because I've got under image settings saying rotate to fit checked,
Hmm.
what happens is if I put a landscape in a portrait mode,
It
it
rotates.
rotates it. So that is
Okay.
what is the thing. So I'm supposing that if you remove that,
Hmm.
then it will just show that part of it. So if you want to show something like you want to fit an image, which was something I was actually looking for, but I not looking for, but I wanted to do, but I was in a rush to make it, and I wished it didn't do that. So this is the way to undo that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now you can put a landscape photo in a portrait mode or portrait photo in a landscape mode. Okay.
Hmm.
And like now this one, I've selected this image at the bottom. I click and I hold down the shift key and then drag the corner, to whatever size I want to. And then I'll just balance it out a little bit. It's not balancing properly.
Hmm.
Okay, I think it's snapping to the grid also. So
Yeah.
anyway, so but that is how you play around with the images.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if there is a way
Mm-hmm.
that you can hold down. Okay, if you hold down Alt, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let me just undo that. So if I hold down the Alt key and then I click and drag, what happens is it makes a copy of that image and that same format size, and then it makes a duplicate of it,
If you hold Alt
and then click and drag.
okay.
Okay,
Just
so that can be useful
mm-hmm.
if you want to do that. And then yeah, okay, so zoom, and I'm unzooming. So now you see all these pages, and then you do the printer output. Yeah, like
Yeah, okay.
save as. The other option is to go down to print job and then click as JPEG file.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now in JPEG file you keep the resolution 300 just so that it gives the highest possible thing, and then say print to file.
Print to file.
Yeah,
Okay.
now this has been happening for me the last 2-3 days, and I don't know why it's happening, where I can't save. Let me see. Okay.
One more thing.
Hmm.
Say you've put a photo in a box,
Okay.
a cell,
Hmm.
and you want to replace that photo.
Hmm.
You just drag and drop another photo, or
Yes.
should we
Yeah.
delete that and
No. So now let's say I'm putting this on the selected image here.
mm,
Okay, and then I'm taking this photo and I'm clicking, and if I release it on this one, it replaces it.
mm, okay.
Okay, but also keep in mind that when you're trying to put something, so if you put it here and you're trying to put it on there, and that one has done it, but by mistake I've put another picture and I wanted to put it on that, replace that one, but I put it on this cell, so
Yeah, then
then
it will yeah.
it'll replace
Mm,
that, but you just hit Command Z or undo.
yeah.
Okay, so that should be pretty straightforward on there. Now if you want, like I have got my logo on top,
Mm,
you can possibly click, like you see, I clicked it from here and I dragged it over to mine over here.
okay.
My
Yeah.
logo from this page, I've dragged it to another page, so now my logo's in between.
Mm,
So
mm,
you can do that also.
okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so now then, okay, so now I'll tell you my steps on what I do. So first, I obviously use the template, fill in the photographs, make sure it looks good, the colors are like vibrant and rich, and the photos seemed balanced. I want to check 1 or 2 times to make sure that my borders are not overlapping, and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
once I've done that, and then I'm happy with the way it looks. Okay,
Mm,
so what I do here is, normally before, I used to put in my intro page. You remember that opening screen, uh, um which has got my photo and say Charles Verghese is a professional photographer, blah blah blah, with 10 years experience or 15, whatever, and
yeah.
then my contact details are mentioned over there. So that's the opening screen that I put on there. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so if that is in the what do you call it, in the strip, the film strip down below,
Mm,
then you can easily add that. So let me just take one, if I can find one portrait. Okay, so let's say that is the JPEG file that I've imported into
that's what size is this page?
oh, I don't know.
You can go to page.
Page, no, it's not on the page. Layout style, because my layout style is custom. uh, I look, to be honest, I don't know, and I don't know how to change it. Let me see page. No, it doesn't show the thing on there. Okay, so I mean, look, you can start off with templates and you can start
Uh-huh.
off with custom style. So let me just see if I can do a custom package. See, there's custom single image contact sheet. Picture package is, there are different picture packages that you can come up with, and then custom is this one. So now it's come back to custom. So I don't know, but I think it's a A4 size or A4 proportion, I think. It could be
Okay.
whatever it is, but basically what you need to do is to look at trying to get it to be the screen size, the screen aspect ratio, because your target is to send it by WhatsApp. So
Mm-hmm.
when a person opens it up on his phone, whether it is iPhone or Android or whatever, and it
Mm-hmm.
fills the screen, it should fill that screen is what you should do.
Okay.
That's what I would ideally target the thing. So you can start off with your own new template and make sure that the size is I don't know where I can get the sizes on there, but maybe page setup. No. Anyway, but that you can start off from the scratch. Now I've shown you how to make this and manipulate it as well,
Okay.
right? So you can customize that. So now the thing is, what I do is once I'm happy with this and okay, it looks all fine and I've got the right images, the spacing seems to be correct and all that stuff, then I click on print to file.
Mm-hmm.
Now print to file, what I was having an issue with is not having the save button. I was like, what the hell, why is it not saving? Then I realized that I need to put in a name. So just make sure you do that. So I'll say Varun test. Okay. And then I click on, I'm putting it on the desktop. Okay. So desktop Varun test. All right. So I click on save. All right. So now let me just stop this share. Wait 1 second. Let me first see. Uh, 1 minute. Okay, so now I will stop this share and I will share my screen of the Finder. All right, so you see my Finder window.
Yeah.
Okay, so now in Finder window, as I scroll down, because the name I gave was Varun test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I it saves it in a folder called Varun test,
Mm-hmm.
and in that because it has 10 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it outputs 10 pages even though one or two are blank.
Okay.
Okay, so it says Varun test 1, Varun test 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Now, the next step, what I do is I go to a website. All right, so now I'm going to stop this share also and just give me a second. And I will share. Okay.
Nice portrait, Charles.
Uh, yeah, some mad photographer took it. That's all I will say. Um, okay, fine. So I'm just going to one site. Let me get pocket my list. I think it does. Never mind. Okay, I've gone to a website called I Love PDF. So let me share that screen now.
But why do you love PDF?
Yes, because I'm lonely. Okay, so in this particular one, I found it's got a lot of different facilities. Okay, that you can use. So now what I do is I've got this I Love. You can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'll say JPEG to PDF. So when I scroll down, this is one of the options. So you have merge PDF, so you can merge two PDFs. You can split a PDF into separate files. You can compress a PDF to reduce the file size, PDF to Word, Word to blah, blah, blah. A whole bunch of different things are
So,
there.
so basically, you're trying to convert
That
con-
JPEGs into a
into.
PDF. Okay, and the
Ah,
reason
okay.
why, yeah, the reason why I'll show you is this. Now, if you do have everything as you want it exactly, then you just do a printer, and then in that small little drop down at the bottom left, which says PDF, then you click and save as PDF, right?
Yeah.
But this one, I want to do one step ahead. So now I clicked on JPEG to PDF option, and then I said select JPEG images. All right, so I click
Okay.
on that, and now it will open up the dialog box. So now I go to desktop, I will go to Varun test, okay, and I will select the
Okay.
ones that I want. So let's say I want to select these three,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and maybe this one. Okay, so I click on open, and now that brings it into the screen. All right,
Mm. Okay.
and let's see, it's added. Okay, so it's adding this, and now I want to add, I think two. Yeah, okay, fine. So they're all loaded. Now I'm going to add some more files, and
Mm-hmm.
what I do is my let's downloads image sampler. Yeah, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I select 1 and 2. Okay, so I put that and I click on open. Now these are JPEGs I've created before earlier. Then what I do is I click and move it around and put this as the opening page,
Okay.
and I put this as the leave that as the closing page. All right, and so now I've got my layout done correctly, and then I click on convert to PDF. Oh, sorry, I meant to do one more thing. Okay, so anyway, so that is done, and now you click on download PDF, click on that, and then it starts downloading the portfolio on there. Okay, and then you have your PDF that is completed. Okay, I will
Okay.
do one more thing that I wanted to show you. Select JPEG images. So do this, open, and I will add Varun test and these 4 images. All right, so now it's added, and now I'll move this to the, come on. Okay, so now I'll move this to the end. So now I've got my complete PDF that is going to come as one PDF. Now you can change, just make sure you look at this also, which says portrait or landscape, and then page size. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
this is now
Mm-hmm.
set to A4. I will say fit same page size as image. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and that is providing that this image and this images are all the same size.
Okay. Okay.
So that you do it in the beginning itself. So you say, I'm going to make a PDF that is going to be, that fits a portrait mode on a phone. And you find, and you just need to get the aspect ratio done correctly.
Okay.
Yeah. So then you do that, and then you say, I mean, I've put in no margin,
Mm-hmm.
and then merge all PDFs in one file and click on convert to PDF, and it does that same process before.
Mm-hmm.
So now just let me look at the output. Let me screen share the, yeah, okay. So now I'm going to downloads, and let me look for that PDF file. Okay. So in this case, I think it saved it as the first name or whatever, but I mean, it's easy to change all this. So
Mm.
now I'm just going to click on spacebar to preview the thing. Do you see the preview?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I click on that, and then I can, see the PDF file.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's got all of these put together. All right. So now what I do is, the next step that I do is I right click and I click on get info.
Mm-hmm.
So then it says it's 1.1 MB. So that is fine. As long as it's under that 30 MB thing, it should be fine. But the smaller, the better for you, obviously.
As long as it is under 30 MB.
Yeah, oh no, I think whatever the limit of WhatsApp is for sharing, like
Is
if it's
around 60 MB actually.
60 MB. So as long as it's
Mm.
under that, it's fine. But obviously, you want it
Way.
smaller. Yeah, as
Okay.
small as you think it will not deteriorate the quality.
Okay.
So it should be able to see on that. So, and then that's it. Then you forward it, and put it out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
Mm. Okay. This looks good.
So let me stop share, and I don't know if there's anything else that I want to show you on Lightroom.
Mm-hmm.
Share screen, share Lightroom. Okay, so yeah, I mean, and I don't know if you can reorder the page. Oh no, one second, let me see. If pages can be reordered, I don't think so. No. Look, at the end of the day, these are five. That is the advantage of having the print to file in the JPEG format.
Mm-hmm.
You have 4 or 5 or 10 JPEG files, then you can order them around in that screen. Then I love PDF site.
Okay.
You can change the orders. Like, okay, I should have put this one first instead of that one, or maybe this one is prettier and I want to move that. So then you can reorder them and then save the output to as a PDF file.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that sufficient? Okay, let me also quickly just go through with. Let's start up with another. Uh, okay, so now when I click on this, then it goes back to the um, original set of that template.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to go back, but then I want to totally come up with a totally different template. So let me uh, see. Lightroom has got some set of templates already. So if
Okay.
I click on Lightroom templates, so you have, let's say like this one. This is one image. This is two 2x7s. So it's not very nice. Contact sheet. So contact sheet, for example, 4x5 contact sheet or a 5x8 contact sheet.
Uh,
If you
okay. Charles, one thing, I mean, this is really difficult to arrange because there's no guidelines. There is no, like if we can put some guidelines.
see, guidelines are very simple. You go click on the right hand side, go to guides.
Yeah, yeah, I have that on. I have
Mm,
the show guides,
mm,
rulers, page, everything on.
mhm.
But then, oh, it's like,
I don't know, man. Jorge got it in 5 minutes and then he went off and created his own. He changed the settings, obviously, but you're like moaning and whining. But look,
no, no, I got the thing. I
uh,
got the how to do it and everything.
yeah, yeah.
But arranging it in the same line and all of
As
this.
my template or as any
Any, any,
template?
any template.
Okay, so that is going to be difficult, but
Yeah. Mm.
I don't know
We
if.
just need to practice, I guess. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. But see,
That's it.
earlier I used to my PDF files used to be like this. So let's say I want to image settings. I don't want to show.
Especially managing the gaps like between the images.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I still hate that, but
I think what we need to do is forget this locking aspect and just arrange the boxes and
mm,
then fit in the images. Because if we start, that is when we face issues if the locking aspect is on.
mm. Look, I mean, that is totally up to you. For me, the output that I got, I was quite happy with what I did. I mean, like
Mhm.
the way I did the output. So it is totally up to you on how you want to modify it. What I've done is just showed you how to do it. Where is
Yeah,
the things. So
yeah.
now it is up to you on how you figure it out. So let me just see. So this is how I used to send mine out before,
Hmm.
which would be image, image, image. Everything was square, but then it would look odd. When there was no grid or something like that. So
Hmm.
suddenly this square would look odd because it's now bottom balanced. It's not
Yeah,
center balanced.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't know if you can change that and all that stuff, but the point is that that's why I went with this and masonry grid, the one that I've got,
Mm.
where it's mixed between landscape, portrait, and different aspect ratios and all that stuff. The reason why I like that is if you look at Lightroom CC, uh,
Mm.
yeah, Lightroom CC, when they have the display on your phone, it is also in masonry grid, and it sort of looks nice and fits nicely, and it just got a nicer aesthetic appeal to it. So that's why I'm okay with it, but it's up to you on what you want to do. um,
No, this is amazing. This masonry grid is really good. This
it's just
is
it's just that it's difficult to.
sort of arrange and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. I
and
mean,
s-
the thing is, what I have done
Mm,
is that lock to photo aspect ratio
mm, mm, mm.
that might not work with the masonry grid.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that will for sure not work with masonry grid. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure it won't work. So I mean, because it was designed in a different mindset, so
Yeah.
so that is fine. But like the thing is, I don't know if there's a picture package.
It
uh,
might work. Let me just check. No. Yeah, this is much better. So this is on the second page. Can I just sort of uh,
Share your screen.
no? Can I just sort of uh, export only one page?
I don't think you can. uh, oh, this looks actually nice.
Which one?
This one on my screen.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. What happened? What up about the?
I've approached them, but I'm not sure of what will happen.
Oh, another thing I wanted to tell you was,
Hmm.
uh, okay, let me save it on desktop and it says Lightroom data. Okay. Yeah, what I wanted to say was like when you put on JPEGs
Hmm.
and you want to convert them to PDF,
Hmm.
yeah, you can do it through preview
Mm, sorry,
instead of
what?
going to this application on the web.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
You can go to preview, like just select all the JPEGs.
What you're talking about in Lightroom?
No, 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 just after you have exported it out.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, where is the PDF? I exported, I saved as a PDF, but now it's not
But which
there.
folder? So just click on save as PDF again and see which folder it is coming, opening default. That's where it is. So it may be
No,
under down.
I put it on desktop. Ah,
Okay.
okay, it's below. Yeah, yeah, it's coming. It is
Okay.
coming. It is nice. It is
Okay. And to
nice.
answer your question, if you're going to do a save as PDF, for example,
Mhm.
and I'm not sure it's going to work. I'm just going to try it out. So I've changed it from JPEG to printer. Okay, print to printer,
Mhm.
and then I'm clicking on printer,
Mhm.
and now I'm going to say page 1 to, let's say, 3. All right. Let me
Mhm.
see if I can save as PDF on the desktop and give it a name of fireworks. All right, so it is preparing the print job and it'll go and do that. Okay, so anything else in the meanwhile while it's printing this out?
Yeah, no, what I was trying to say is instead of going to all the applications and through website and getting the, you know, JPEG converted as PDF,
Hmm.
if you have exported it as JPEG, you can open all the JPEGs as preview and then print it out as a PDF.
I don't know if you can combine or, yeah, yeah, I suppose you can do that.
Yeah,
Only the thing I think maybe that it would be not as compressed as what the ones that they would do. So you just do it and then open all the JPEGs and then save as, or I mean like
yeah, that's
print
it.
and then do the
Yeah.
same thing that where we have created the PDF. Okay, so one second, let me just stop the share and show.
Okay. This PDF that I exported of just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images and
Hmm,
one page
hmm.
is close to about 14.1 MB.
Okay, so
Just one page.
oh, just one page. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Maybe it would be compressed as, like you said. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Mm.
that is what I think.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, so I saved this. Let me see how many pages this is open. Yeah, this is yeah. So you can save on its own. Sorry, can you Can you see my screen? No, you can't. One second, let me share this. Okay, so now I've come to my desktop where I saved those 3 pages. Remember, I was telling you I wasn't sure if it saved properly or not. So
Mm-hmm.
I made this, and now I click on the fireworks.pdf and I open it up, and it is showing me 3 pages. So one, two, three.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only saved those 3 pages as the PDF. So that's also good. So if you want to do a one test sample, this is
Mm-hmm.
one way to just get that.
Yeah, I just saved just one PDF. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's what I was telling. It's 14 point. Uh,
Yeah, because when I first started saving it like that with
mhm,
JPEG, 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 and then saved it as a PDF. No, when I saved it directly as a PDF, it was coming to 80 MB, 60 MB, 50 MB, that sort of depending on the number of pictures and the colors and all that sort of stuff.
mhm.
So what I would suggest is to save it as JPEG and use this platform just to reduce the size, or alternatively, they have got another service in that same website is called compress PDF. So that means you upload a PDF that has been created and then compress it.
Oh, okay.
So then it'll reduce the size and it'll
Mhm.
reduce it, and it'll give you options. Do you want super compressed with low image quality, or do you want low compression with better image quality, or in between? So like that, that those options are there.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. So but yeah, so that is more or less sort of what I wanted to show you, and I think you sort of got an understanding of this. And like now you can use this with different formats, and put in images, and get the result that you want.
Yeah. No,
Okay, so
this looks good. Mm.
okay. And if you want, just send me a sample of what you've done once you finish like one set or something like that. And if you want just a feedback or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
ठीक है man. All right. चल.
So,
I'll
take care.
chat with you later. Take
Yeah.
care.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye. Bye.